So Coca-Cola has a very high social media following for many reasons, one of them being that they are the third largest global company that is around right now. They use many social media outlets like Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and those all really help them stay connected to the world better. Twitter is going to be one of their smaller followings that they have, Coca-Cola wise, and they're sitting at about 2.4 million followers right now. So even with the fact that they have fewer followers on that account, they still manage to post about 2,000 tweets a month, which is about 60 tweets a day roughly. And 83% of those tweets is going to be just replies that they send to other people that are making comments, asking questions, their feedback on Coca-Cola products, on their social media, their product placement and pictures and everything. And that's 83% of it is just all replies. So they're really, really good about keeping in touch with their consumers. Tumblr is going to be another source of social media that they use. It's another smaller form that they have. None of their social media besides Facebook is really that big, but we're going to get into that one. Tumblr is going to be a little bit smaller and not as many people use it, but it's still a really, really good social media account for them, and it's still very productive. Their Tumblr account is mostly aimed towards proper product placement, because they aim it more towards just a cute little picture of a polar bear with a Coca-Cola can instead of saying, hey, this is our product, you should buy it. So they're a lot more like behind the scenes, just kind of like throwing little subtle hints in your face instead of a very straightforward advertisement. This strategy has helped them a lot with their posts actually, because they've only posted about 15 times on their Tumblr page, and they've received a lot of feedback actually. They have about 35,000 reblogs that people are giving them, and it's just people reposting their pictures because, who doesn't like pictures of cute little polar bears with Coca-Cola cans? But just anything from like stuff like that to people who post their engagement ring with the Coke bottle, like the old-fashioned type ones, and just 15 posts though, and they have 35,000 people reblogging those pictures. People are much more willing to reblog pictures that are cute about all that instead of just an actual, like, this is our advertisement, like, please send this out. They're a lot more willing to go with the easier, or the one that's easier on the eye for you. Coca-Cola also has a really, really good longevity with their posts that they put on Tumblr, because they have people that 2-3 weeks later, they're still reposting that same picture, just because it's so well known and people are always going through the Coca-Cola site. So Instagram's going to be another one that they have that's still even a little bit smaller. It's only about 2 million followers on that one. And they use a little different approach for everything. They still post the pictures and all the cute little advertisements and proper product placement pictures, but they use videos as well. So those videos that they use kind of capture users' attention, because as you're scrolling through Instagram, you always see this one that's like all the pictures are it's just plain and not moving, but then you have the ones that they start moving and you're like, oh, well, what's that? So they use that kind of to their advantage, and every video that they post usually has about 5,500 likes and about 90 comments. That's what they average between all of them. So that's really, really not bad for only having 2 million followers. Coca-Cola is they also use Facebook, and that's where they do most of their business and all their real advertising, because they have 82 million friends on Facebook, and that's a lot of people that go through their Facebook account, or that their advertisements pop up on other people's Facebooks because they're friends on Facebook. So it just all shows up throughout the day. So you can't really stop them with Facebook, but they actually go, because they are so popular with Facebook, they go extended amounts of time without even using their Facebook page. And it kind of just takes care of themselves, because so many people are a part of it that they just keep posting comments, and people will respond to those people's comments, and occasionally Coca-Cola will add on to it, but they usually go about a week or so without even getting on there and posting their own stuff, where like Nike and Starbucks and everything are up there daily, just these are all of our new advertisements, this is everything that's going on. Coca-Cola doesn't really have to do that because they have such a large following. Nike and Starbucks do as well, but Coca-Cola definitely, it's world known. No one's going to stop with Coca-Cola. They also have pages that are for like Diet Coke and Coke Zero, and those definitely have a lot less followers than just the traditional Coca-Cola. Diet Coke has about 2 million followers, and Coke Zero has 4.2 million, but it helps them appeal to everyone else that doesn't drink the regular soda as well. So that's really, really good for them. Coca-Cola, they also don't just, fly by whatever they want to do with their posts. They want to make sure that no matter what, they are speaking to the right crowds and they aren't trying to offend anyone by what they say. So they have a really strict set of principles that they use. It's called the 10 Principles for Online Spokespeople. These principles are basically in place to just make sure that everyone knows where they stand and how far they can push their limits with everything, because they don't want bad press, for offending someone's culture by posting something locally that ends up going global, because they are a global company. They just want to make sure that they, are giving credit where credit is due. If someone posts a really good picture of them with a Coca-Cola can, they want to make sure that they ask for permission to use that, like if they can use it in an advertisement or on their Facebook. They want to make sure that everyone has their credit and that no one gets offended with anything. So that's what all of those rules and principles are really set in. That way they can make sure that everyone's happy and that they really watch their back on any conflicts going on. So they do all of that and make sure all their situations are covered. Coca-Cola really does care about their customers, though, and all of their consumers, because they have been around for so long that they have built up that fan base. So no matter what, things can always go better with a Coke, as their slogan says. But it's just their social media really does a really good job to keep them connected and prove that they really do care.